Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're heading to Singapore to take a deep dive into the Singapore Flyer,
Yeah,
that iconic Ferris wheel.
it's a big one.
I always see pictures of it and it looks
Yeah,
amazing, but
it is.
we're gonna really dig deep into
Yeah,
what makes it special.
absolutely. And what makes it more than just
Yeah.
a tourist attraction?
Yes.
I mean, it really is a symbol
Mhm.
of Singapore's ambition and ingenuity.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I guess let's just start with the basics. I mean, we all know it's a giant Ferris wheel, but
Yeah.
how giant are we talking here?
Well, we're talking 165 meters.
Whoa,
That's 541 feet tall.
that's huge.
It's massive. And, for a while, it actually held the world record
Oh, really?
for the tallest Ferris wheel in the world.
Wow.
So it was a real symbol of Singapore pushing boundaries and kind of reaching
Yeah,
for the top.
literally.
Literally,
I
yeah.
didn't realize it held a world record.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
it's pretty amazing.
So imagine being up there,
Yeah.
like 165 meters above the ground looking out.
Yeah.
What can you actually see from the Singapore Flyer?
Oh, you get ready for some panoramic views. I mean, you've got the iconic Marina Bay Sands, which looks like a giant surfboard,
Yeah,
just perched on the skyline.
I've seen pictures of that. It's so cool.
And then there's the Esplanade, which is that durian-shaped performing arts center.
Durian-shaped.
Durian-shaped. You'll have to look that up.
I might have to Google that. What is
It's a fruit.
a durian?
It's a fruit.
Okay.
Yeah. And, of course, those futuristic super trees at Gardens by the Bay.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about those.
Yeah, glowing in the distance.
But, I don't really know what they are.
Well, they're not just pretty to look at. They're actually vertical gardens.
What?
Yeah, they're designed to be environmentally sustainable and kind of showcase cutting-edge botanical technology.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So it's like the whole city's a blend of nature and futuristic design.
Absolutely. It's a very unique
Yeah.
city in that way.
Yeah.
And from the flyer, you get this incredible overview of it all.
Yeah.
And on a clear day, you can even see glimpses of Malaysia and Indonesia.
No way.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Wow. Okay, so you're really high up there.
You are high up.
What's it like being up there?
Yeah.
Like in one of those capsules?
It's incredibly smooth and comfortable. They have 28 spacious air-conditioned capsules.
Okay.
Each one can hold up to 28 people.
Okay, so it's a decent amount of people.
It is, yeah. And you get a full 30 minutes
40 minutes.
to just soak in the views as you slowly rotate.
That's way longer than I expected for a Ferris wheel ride.
It's not your average Ferris wheel ride.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about savoring the experience.
Oh, so you're not just rushing through it.
No,
Okay, cool. So you get a good amount of time up there.
you do.
But you mentioned that there are more unique experiences you can have on the flyer.
Yeah.
Like, what else can you do up there?
So imagine that you're having dinner
Okay.
with your loved one, a delicious multi-course meal prepared by top chefs, all while slowly rotating above the city.
Wow.
They offer private dining experiences
Really?
in the capsules,
That's amazing.
complete with personalized service, yeah.
So they have, special capsules?
They do.
Just for dining?
They do.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I bet they've had some,
Oh, yeah.
pretty incredible events up there.
Absolutely. Everything from romantic proposals to high-profile corporate gatherings. They even had a yoga session up there once.
Really? A yoga sesh?
Talk about finding inner peace.
Yeah, with a view.
With a view.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued.
Yeah.
But let's get practical for a moment.
Okay.
If someone's planning a visit to the Singapore Flyer,
Yeah.
when are the best times to go for the best views?
Okay, so for the clearest views and that picture-perfect lighting,
Yeah.
I would recommend going in the morning
Okay.
between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m.
Okay, so
The air tends to be the clearest then,
yeah.
and you'll get those vibrant colors in your photos.
Okay, early bird gets the
Gets the vista.
vista. That's a good
Yeah.
point. But I imagine it's probably pretty crowded then.
Can get a bit busy, especially on the weekends.
Hmm.
So if you're looking for a more peaceful experience,
Yeah.
I'd suggest going mid-afternoon, ideally on a weekday.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Less crowds, more time to
Yeah.
just kind of
Soak it in.
take it all in. Yeah. Okay, so the morning might be better for the photos,
Yeah.
but I'm also a sucker for sunset views.
Oh.
Tell me about those.
The sunsets from the Singapore Flyer are magical. Imagine watching the city transition from day to night
Yeah.
right before your eyes.
Yeah.
The sky explodes with color.
Mm.
The lights start twinkling below. It's truly breathtaking.
And when's the best time to catch that
Yeah.
golden hour magic?
Sunset in Singapore usually falls between 6:30 p.m. and 7:30 p.m.
Okay.
So if you time your ride right, You'll
Yeah.
get that incredible spectacle unfolding.
Okay, that's going on the bucket list sunset ride on the Singapore Flyer.
It's a must-do.
But the views don't stop there, right? What about nighttime?
Once the sun sets, the city transforms into this dazzling display of lights from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay.
You get a completely different perspective on the cityscape. Marina Bay Sands puts on a light show, the super trees illuminate, and the whole skyline just sparkles.
It's like looking at a giant
It is.
jewel box.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the best times to go.
Yes.
But I know a lot of people get kind of intimidated by
Yeah.
navigating a new city.
Uh-huh.
How easy is it to get to the Singapore Flyer?
Super convenient. The flyer is located right by the Promenade MRT station,
Okay.
which is on both the downtown and Circle lines.
Okay.
So if you're using public transportation, it's incredibly easy to get there.
Okay, so the MRT.
Yes.
What's the best way to get to the Flyer from the station?
You want to exit the Promenade station at Exit A.
Okay.
From there, it's about a 10-minute walk along
Hmm.
Temasek Avenue. You'll see the
Yeah.
flyer looming in the distance.
You can't miss it.
Can't miss it.
Okay. Sounds pretty straightforward. What if you're not taking the MRT, though?
You've got plenty of choices. Several bus services stop nearby on Temasek Avenue or Raffles Avenue, including numbers 106, 111, and 133.
Okay.
And of course, taxis and ride-hailing apps will take you right to the entrance.
Okay.
Just tell them Singapore Flyer,
Okay.
or give them the address 30 Raffles Avenue.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, and if you prefer to drive,
I was going to say.
there is on-site parking
Yeah.
available. So you could just punch in Singapore Flyer into your GPS
Yeah.
or use that same address, 30 Raffles Avenue.
Perfect. We covered all the bases.
We got you covered.
But here's something I think a lot of people don't realize about the Flyer.
Okay.
It's more than just this giant Ferris wheel.
Right.
It's actually a pretty versatile venue.
Yeah.
You can have events up there.
You can.
Now, that's what I call a deep dive.
We're just getting started.
You've covered a lot of ground, but there's still
Yeah.
so much more
There is
to uncover.
lots more to talk about. It really is a versatile space, like we
Mm.
touched on dining and yoga,
Yeah.
but they've had everything from weddings
Oh, wow.
with the city as a backdrop
Yeah.
to like product launches with that touch of the extraordinary
Yeah.
to even team building activities that take camaraderie to new heights.
I'm starting to see why they call it a flyer. It really seems to elevate
It does.
everything.
Yeah, and it's not just about the events themselves. It's the symbolism, the energy of the flyer that adds a unique dimension. You know, some people even see the flyer as a metaphor for Singapore itself.
Oh, tell me more about that.
Singapore is known for its ambition, its drive to constantly innovate, push boundaries,
Yeah.
reaching for new heights, literally and metaphorically.
Yeah.
And the flyer, in a way, kind of embodies that same spirit.
Yeah, it's a bold structure.
It is.
Like a statement piece that really reflects, I think, the city's vision and daring.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can see the connection.
It's a testament to human ingenuity and what can be accomplished when you set your sights on something extraordinary.
Yeah.
And it's also a reminder that limitations are often self-imposed.
So it's about more than just, going on the ride and enjoying the views. It's really about connecting.
Yeah.
The essence of Singapore.
It is.
Its ambition and its drive to reach for the stars.
Absolutely. And tapping into that sense of awe and inspiration that you get from witnessing human achievement on such a grand scale.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that we're all capable of really incredible things if we dare to dream big.
Wow, I'm starting to see the flyer
Yeah.
in a whole new light. It's like you said, it's a symbol, an experience, a story woven into
It is.
Singapore's identity.
Yeah. And every visitor gets to be a part of that story.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm definitely adding reflect on the deeper meaning of the Singapore flyer
There you go.
to my list when I go.
It's your list.
But for those planning their trip, are there any insider tips for getting the most out of their flyer experience?
First and foremost, book your tickets in advance,
Okay.
especially if you're aiming for popular times like sunset or evening.
Yeah.
Trust me, you don't want to miss out
Yeah.
because of last-minute planning.
Nobody wants to be stuck on the ground when everybody else is up there
Exactly.
enjoying the view.
And consider what kind of experience you're looking for.
Yeah.
Daytime views, sunset romance, or the sparkling cityscape at night. They each offer
Yeah.
a very different perspective.
And of course, keep an eye on the weather.
Yes.
Like a cloudy day might not be ideal.
That's true. But, even on a cloudy day, there's a certain charm to it.
Yeah.
The lighting can be quite dramatic, and you might get some unique photos that capture a different mood.
Yeah, embrace the unexpected.
Exactly.
Now let's talk photography.
Okay.
This is definitely one of those places where you're going to want to capture the memory.
You are?
So any photography tips for getting
Absolutely.
those epic shots?
Make sure your lens is clean.
Okay.
Sounds obvious. But you don't want a smudged lens to ruin a great photo.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And don't be afraid to experiment with different angles and compositions.
Yeah.
Play with the curvature of the capsule frame landmarks in unique ways.
Yeah.
Get creative with your shots.
Think outside the selfie box?
Exactly. Capture those wide panoramic shots,
Yeah.
but also zoom in on interesting details,
Okay.
like the architectural features of the buildings or the tiny boats dotting the harbor.
It's those little details that often
Right.
make the experience so memorable.
They do. And here's a pro tip. Consider using a polarizing filter.
Okay.
It could really help reduce glare and enhance the colors, especially during the day.
Good tip. And once you're up there, just remember to soak it all in.
Yes.
Don't just rush through snapping photos.
Be present in the moment. Take your time to look around
Yeah.
and let yourself be amazed by the scale of the city and the beauty of the landscape.
Yeah.
It's an experience you really want to savor.
And of course, share your experience with others.
Tell your friends. Post your photos online.
Yeah.
Inspire others to discover
Yeah.
this incredible attraction.
Spread the Singapore flyer love.
Exactly.
Now, before we wrap up our deep dive,
Yeah.
is there anything that most people don't know about the Singapore flyer
Okay.
that you find particularly fascinating?
Well, besides its event capabilities, which we've talked about,
Yeah.
I think it's fascinating that the Singapore flyer isn't completely static.
Oh,
It actually moves slightly with the wind.
really? I never would have guessed that.
It's true. It's designed to sway ever so slightly to withstand strong winds
Oh, wow.
and maintain stability. So think of it like a giant, carefully engineered pendulum.
That's incredible. It just adds another layer of complexity and ingenuity to the structure.
It does. It really does. It's a testament to the engineering marvel that is the Singapore flyer.
Yeah.
Every element is meticulously designed and crafted
Wow.
to create a safe and awe-inspiring experience.
So there you have it, folks. The Singapore Flyer, it's not just a ride. It's a symbol and engineering feat, a gateway to breathtaking views
It is.
and unexpected discoveries.
And who knows what other secrets it holds just waiting to be uncovered.
Yeah, it sounds like we've really only scratched the surface of all the Flyer has to offer.
I think so. I mean, it's a place that really invites exploration
Yeah,
and encourages you to see the world from a different perspective.
absolutely. So for those of you listening who have already experienced the Singapore Flyer,
Yeah,
we want to hear from you.
we do.
What were your favorite moments?
What details stood out to you? Did you discover any hidden gems or have any experiences that we maybe didn't even
Yeah.
cover today?
Share your stories in the comments.
We'd love to hear
Yeah.
about your personal connection
Yeah.
to this incredible landmark.
And if this deep dive has sparked your curiosity and you're ready to plan your own Singapore adventure,
Yeah.
we've got all kinds of resources and travel tips
We do.
waiting for you.
Absolutely.
But as we wrap up, we want to leave you with this one thought.
Okay.
Think about what the Singapore Flyer represents.
Yeah. What ambitions do you want to reach for in your own life?
Good question.
What new heights are you ready to explore?
Hmm.
Just like that magnificent wheel turning against the skyline, there's always something new to discover,
Always.
a fresh perspective to gain, and a whole world of possibilities waiting to unfold.
Keep exploring,
Keep exploring and keep diving deep.
and we'll see you on the next deep dive.